Hello and welcome to Kedrick Farms. We're back with another episode of the Minnesota Millennial Farmer map by Mapper's Paradise. So we have advanced into mid-spring, and last episode we sprayed some fertilizer on the some of our fields, testing that out, and we ended up purchasing field 16 over here. I have a worker going on spreading lime on this big field 3 for us, just because it needs to be done. And I think the last bit of work that we need to do for spring prep here is to get field 16 ready. It's going to need lime, it's going to need to be plowed, and it doesn't have any fertilizer at all yet. And so, because we're having so much fun with the sprayer, I thought it would be awesome to just run over there and finish spraying. Permamodding has given me a fix for getting the spray things to line up with the UI here, so I made that fix, so I'd love to test that out as well. And it's a new day, so we probably need to take care of our cows. I do apologize in advance. I had a bunch of dental work done this morning, and so I might have a little bit of a lisp as I learn how to speak again with all the changes in my mouth. So bear with me for a day or two here, and I should get back to normal. Before I drive over there, there's one other change that I made, and I wanted to check it out. Hurrah! We now have the Lowry CHS in the PDA here. And so thanks to the comments, I went in and made that change. I just hadn't gotten around to tracking down which file that was, so that was very helpful to get some comments helping me find that really quickly rather than having to track through the placeables and find that myself, so I do appreciate that. I'm trying to remember, it's Shift B. I'm going to turn off the automatic spray window just while we drive over to the other farm here. And actually, I think I can do this to save us a little bit of a hassle. So if I want to go over to the animal farm, I can just do this. So while the sprayer's driving over to the animal farm, this is the joy of auto drive, I'm going to be able to jump over there. Because we've done these roads enough, I don't think that anybody wants to see us drive down the road yet again. Well, that's fascinating. I must have left the bale fork inside of the bale, and when the game loaded, it spawned me on top of it. Okay, well, either way, let's go ahead and grab a bale here and take it down to our cows, because I know they're going to need to be fed. A little bit of side deck work here. And I'm really anxious to cut some grass still, so hopefully our grass will be ready to mow here in another day or two, because we're running out of bales there. We've only got, I think, 2 more in there, which is going to last us for, 3 days maybe. So we really got to make that a priority here as soon as we get planting done, is to stock up on some silage, hopefully, because that's going to let us get into TMR eventually. And get this going. Slide on off of there. Alright, you gonna fight me? There we go. And then we'll go fill up the water and we'll just double check the status here. We always drove with the forks down when I was on the farm. Alright, let's hop out here and get that going. And yeah, we've got enough hay in there to last for a little bit. I think now that they're getting bigger, they are eating more, possibly. I'm not sure. I'll have to keep an eye on this number down here. That's a lot of food per year, 114,000 liters. Because a bale's only like 4K. Huh. Okay, Well, in the summer we're gonna probably let them eat some grass. In the meantime, we're gonna put this guy up back at the farm, and hopefully our sprayer is showing up here momentarily. And we're gonna be able to go check out this new field of ours. We haven't done any work out in that field yet. Field 16 up here, and I can see the sprayer coming around the top corner of the map there, so he'll be here any moment. So I'm just going to put this guy back in this barn over here by the bales. We will not stick the bale in the fork in the bale this time, just in case we don't want tractors flying around the map. And then we're going to just jump on into this guy and take over here as we approach. Whoa! Help, help! We gotten stuck. I have no idea what he ran into just there. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that was fun. Yikes. Whoa, okay, that was my bad. Sorry. That guy didn't need an arm. Okay, this is our field, I believe. So let's think here. I'm gonna start with my back up against this fence, I think. Like this. And we're gonna turn our spray control UI back on, just because I want to see how it's working. The sprayer is massive. I love it. Okay, so we've got this going. We've got the automatic mode going. So away we go. Yes, now it's working how I would expect. I love it. So a big shout out and thank you to Perma's Modding for posting the fix for me in the comments of our last video. And this is going to save us quite a bit of wasted fertilizer, ideally, on top of just being somewhat more realistic looking. This is one bumpy field. So we're shuddering here just a bit. Bumpity bumps. Quite interesting. This is a uniquely shaped field. It's gonna be perfect for baling, I think, though. I mean, this is nice long runs. For cutting grass and baling. It's not too wide, so I'm not going to have to make too many passes. So I'm looking forward to it from that perspective. I guess I didn't technically have to turn the sprayer off when I did that. It's the other part I'm trying to get used to. Oh, it's spraying the other field. I don't think I own that field. Why am I spraying it? So yeah, so I think my plan is going to be to put grass back into this field. I'm thinking about if I wanted to do grass going one way and then maybe some corn in a part to do some corn silage to really bump up how much silage we have. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. I've got a day to figure it out. Got kind of a swamp back here with some abandoned vehicles in it. That's kind of interesting for sure. I think I've been over here. We're gonna go over here. I don't think there's anything secret over here. But we're just gonna run around here real quick. Kinda curious. No. Just some junk in the swamp. Alright. Well, we keep finding new little areas of detail in the map, so it's always fun to go check them out. Let's get this guy going again here. And did I forget to turn it on? Of course I did. There we go. The other nice thing about this field is it just doesn't take that long to work with the equipment we've got, so this is going to be really easy with this big sprayer. I'm only going to have to make one round up and back. So that's pretty cool. Trying to hit the fence line without hitting the fence. I don't think there's collisions on the end of the sprayer, which is actually really nice. I appreciate that given the wonkiness of farming simulator physics sometimes. And so yeah, we're gonna go down to just spraying out of a couple of them here, and my gallons usage is definitely dropped down, so that does work. I know I was questioning that in the previous video, so this is definitely proof that that part is working pretty well. So I'm super geeked. This is one of the cooler mod combinations I've seen in a while. First, adding the manure system and the hoses for pumping fertilizer in was a super cool addition, and then you pair that up with things like a mod like this, and mods like auto attach or manual attach, excuse me, and it's just the game's really starting to feel fleshed out. So I really like all the little small touches these mods are adding to the gameplay experience. So super excited to start putting stuff like this into the game. And so as soon as we're done spraying this, I'm hoping our lime is going to get done pretty soon. And I will bring the lime spreader over here. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to do for tillage. Whoops, I just turned the sprayer off. Why would I do that? I'm so used to, if it's not coming out, it must need to be flipped on and off. It's going to take a little bit to remember all the feature function on this mod. I'm really excited to try it out when it comes time to spray herbicide. I'm trying to think about personally if I would want to just spot spray the weeds, or if I'm going to spray the whole field like a pre-emerge or whatever. I don't know. Decisions that don't need to be made right this moment, I guess. So we're gonna drive this. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna drive this back up to the farm. So we're back up in the yard with the sprayer here, and I think what we want to do is head over and spray the winter wheat that we planted. And it's a little low from a fertilizer state, so we're going to actually just go ahead and jump over there as long as we've got the sprayer out. And we're still waiting on the lime spreader's got like 2 passes left, I think. So this is going to work out perfectly for us to just hit this real quick. And then we're going to set up a Courseplay course to spray out this big field 3. And I'm really curious to see if this new spray control mod is going to work with Courseplay. So we're going to finish testing that hypothesis here shortly as well, because I'm just fascinated with this mod, and it's the right point to be playing around with all this stuff today. And I think that we'll be able to wrap up this field real quick, set a worker off with Courseplay on spraying that big field for us, and at that point we're going to be able to switch over and take the 9RT over to field 16 and get the lime spread on that real quick. And we'll probably actually do that job ourselves. That's a really easy field to do, field 16 there. And so I think that's going to be a good goal for us. Maybe we'll also try to hit the tillage on that field as well. Now, I've got a lot of equipment that's requiring higher horsepower right now. I think what I need to do is find a better tillage tool or different requirements on a tillage tool, something maybe just a smidge smaller, because I've got an 8R and an 8RX right now that are sitting idle because I just can't put them on any of the equipment that we have. For whatever reason, this lime spreader pulls just a bit too hard for them, I think. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll put the 8R on the lime spreader right now when it's done here and switched over, and just see how that does on that other field. It's pretty flat, driving straight, so maybe it'll work. Maybe I'm just not quite remembering accurately how hard it pulls. So that'll be a good experiment for us, just to know if I've been wasting the wrong vehicle on the wrong job all this time. Oh, this is so amazing. Okay, spray and finish. There we go. And so here, like, if I want to get back to spraying straight like I normally would, I can just do that. Oh, that's so good. There's a few new mods that have come out recently on the mod hub. I know people are making some suggestions. I think people want to see the new, is it TLX truck that just came out by, is it 82 squared or 82 degrees? I'm interested in checking that mod out. I'm just not sure it's a great fit for this map / series. I think I've mentioned it in the past. I'm, considering doing kind of a mod spotlight videos, just to show off mods. I think, and do a little bit of a tutorial if there's something specific there. I might do one for the combination of this sprayer mod and its use with both the spray section control mod here and the hose mod. Just a little bit more of a tutorial mode, because I know you guys have seen me fighting with getting the hoses to work off and on. I think I finally figured out the nomenclature on the menu options there, so I can stop fighting with it and actually fill up the sprayer on the first try, and things like that. So some hints and tricks on how to use the hoses and stuff, and not have all the struggles that I did getting started off. So we might start doing stuff like that, and that'd be a good opportunity to take a look at a cool new mod like that new truck mod that just hit the mod hub today. So it's definitely on my radar. I'm still losing money, so the lime spreader must still be going over there. It looks like he's coming to the end of his row. And so I'm hoping that's the last run for him, and then he's done. I'm not sure. We'll check as soon as we're done with this field. We'll go fill the fertilizer sprayer up here, and then we'll go check in on him. Oh, he has hit the end. Awesome. Perfect timing. Oh, the sprayer is so good. All right, I'm gonna stop repeating myself. Everybody knows I love the sprayer. Turn it off, fold it up, get our UI out of our way now that we're done, and I'm just gonna fill this back up with spray, and then we'll go grab that 9RT. Picking up our hoses, hooking them up. Oh, it's so much easier than it used to be. And then I think I've got this all set up to pump. Yep. And we're just going to push these gallons right back over into the sprayer. And that should take just a jiffy to get filled up here. It pumps pretty fast. I don't think the tank is but a few hundred gallons on the 4045. I guess we could go check. Got nothing to do for a second here. Oh no, it's got a pretty big tank. There we go. So that is done pumping. We can turn this truck back off. I guess I should probably disconnect this hose before I forget. We'll leave it hooked up to the truck. And what am I going to do? We're going to hook up Courseplay here real quick, and then we'll grab that 9RC. So let's bring this guy over here. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. I'm going to turn this back on. I'm curious to see if this is going to work at all. And I also finally figured out the issue with Courseplay not letting me bring the HUD back up. So there's two settings. When I'm here and I disable the right-click interface for the current vehicle, weird things happen, and I couldn't use the left control delete to bring up the HUD. If I come in to the global settings and deactivate it, all of a sudden I could start getting into the HUD again with left control delete. So take that for what you will. I don't know what was going on, but using that instead helped me do what I need to do. This is super wide, so one headland pass should be plenty good for me. Gonna just hit generate, and we're gonna tell this guy to start at the first waypoint. And we're gonna drive on over here. We'll whip it around. And away you go. I'll leave that on for just a second. I want to see how long it's going to take him. 24 minutes it says. That doesn't seem too bad. And he's spraying. It looks good. He's going 21 miles an hour, which is nice and speedy. I just want to see as I clip a corner or something if it's going to shut a section off. Problem is, Courseplay's pretty good about following the edge. Like, I don't think I'm far enough off to have it shut off on that spot. I would have to wait till he gets around and starts going up and down. So we're gonna let it go around this one more curve here to see if I can get it to clip. Nope. Alright, we're gonna let this guy do his thing. We're gonna check back in a bit. Regardless, he's spraying, which is good enough for me. We're going to turn this on, stop driver, close course. Alright, let's take you back up to the yard and fill up your lime, because we're going to try and manually do the other field. I think field 16 is going to be a single trip. If it isn't, we will... Oh, why are we... we're losing money really fast again. Probably because I left the fertilizer setting on for the lime here off. There we go. Now we're not going bankrupt. Alright, let's get the lime filled up and bring this guy over to 16 and catch back there. So checking back in on our sprayer, we can see that it is not shutting off the left boom as it goes over the part that it already covered. So that is one thing just to note or acknowledge, is that if you are using Courseplay, it's not going to really take advantage of the spray control mod. It's pretty much only when you're using it. I haven't tried a normal worker yet. That's something else for us to try at some point, but I don't want to interrupt the Courseplay course that we have going here, so just know that Courseplay is not smart enough to interact with the spray control mod at this point. So I was curious. We tried it. So with that, let's jump over. We've got another failed experiment here. I've got the 8R hauling this lime spreader up to the other farm, but even on the road it's not going to be able to get up to top speed. It just pulls really hard, and so I don't think we're going to be able to get this thing going in the field at any reasonable speed, which is unfortunate, because if we come in here and look at it, let me find it here in my equipment list. It says it's 385 horse. But trying to pull that at 16 miles an hour is going to be pretty tough, given that we're having a hard time getting to 16 on the road. This is 458 horse, so I would have expected if it says it requires 385, that 458 would be enough. But alas, it is not going to cut it for us right now. And so I don't know if there's an update to this mod, maybe that custom modding released, or if there's just a wrong number there. It seems like a bit much. Like I would expect an 8R to be able to pull this, even fully loaded. I know it's heavy, but I don't know. I just would have expected this to work. So I'm trying to think though if I'm gonna try and let it spread the lime. I'll probably just drop it and spread the lime with the 9RT, and then put the 9RT back on the plow and let it go. We are dangerously close to this stuff. We're gonna hit it. Oh, we made it. It was close. Ooh, we took out that sign at some point, it looks like. Let's go ahead and stop this course. So I think... Oop, I picked up the window somehow. Stop it. Alright. I think what we're going to do is drop this here. And pull this out of the way. We'll use this to haul the plow back when we're all done. And we'll just use the 9RT to do all the work. And so now the question I have is, do I need a second 9RT on the farm? Because it works really well with Courseplay and things, or do I go back to having a 9R or a 9RX or something like that and just drive it manually? I don't know. I have not decided yet what I want to do, but I am going to need one more big farm on the farm. Big tractor on the farm, I think. So let's just do this one here real quick. We'll make a mess as usual. And we're just gonna manually spread this field, I think. Won't take but a moment here to do this.
He said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it, getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began, just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't start again until you break down.
Oh no, we ran out of lime. Alright, well, darn. If I was paying more attention, I would have stopped before I ran out and set up the like a Courseplay or a hired helper to finish off. I don't think I can start a helper with 0%. Either way, I think what we're gonna do is send this guy back to the farm to fill up. Let me just check. Is there a lime point on the map? Spinnery, sawmill, fuel, biogas. This is lime. Nope, that's seeds. It's probably got lime available there, but I don't know that for sure. So at this point, I think it's going to be quickest to just send him back to the farm. And so while he figures out the best route to get home, to refill. I think this is probably going to be a good spot for us to wrap up today. I'll wrap up the little bit of lime here off camera, and then we'll pick up tomorrow hitting our plowing with a worker, most likely, and getting planting rolling, because we need to get some seed in the ground here soon, and so we need to get all that equipment set up and ready to go as well. So we're really close to getting all that kicked off here. So with that said, thanks for watching. That's all for today. Kettert out.